what's more important then is to really focus, instead of like what's going on in the market, what's more important is to focus on what's the timing of your life and what's happening in your life. And are you actually ready to make that move? Because that's going to make a big impact on the quality of your life, right? What is it that you are looking for? Make yourself a list.
Common turning points where people start thinking about downsizing, regardless of what the market's doing. Sometimes a health scare, sometimes the loss of a spouse or your partner. Your kids have moved to a different location and settled, and you want to be closer. Or you just have that fatigue on upkeep of the home.
And you don't want to be making choices out of crisis.
Yeah, absolutely. Make that plan and be dreamy about it.
So here's a thought. If the market just stayed exactly as it was for 5 years, so you knew for sure that that's what was happening and you aren't going to get anything different, would you want to move? Ask yourself a question like that.
Yeah, absolutely. How about the analyzer? They ran the numbers. They would pay more in interest, but they, could gain that better lifestyle sooner. But they decided that it wasn't quite worth it emotionally, and they're just, paralysis by analysis, and they're just constantly running numbers and not really ever just jumping in and choosing the life they want, and realizing that there's always, a financial cost to that, and just being okay with it.
Right.
I like this life better. I'm going to go
live it.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Not waiting to live it. Because just like we don't have the crystal ball about the market, we don't have the crystal ball about the time we have in our, here.
Yeah.
And so spending that time in your best possible way is what you should do. Yeah. So back to getting dreamy. We're going to tell you over and over again, because I really feel like it's the step that people miss the most. What is it you want? And then how is that going to fit into the decisions that you're making about timing?
Just reframing your decision. What would be better about your daily life if you moved sooner? What is the cost emotionally, physically, financially of staying where you are? What trade-offs are you already living with by waiting? And just really comparing that to that dream.